Hey guys, welcome back to VITO'S Garage. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, we're going to be reviewing this amazing 2001 E55 AMG. Amazing classic Mercedes. It's about 20 years old right now. It was produced 20 years ago, but this is a really amazing car, and this is becoming a classic car at this point. And I'm actually one of the biggest fans of W210 chassis. So stay tuned and let's go ahead and look at this amazing machine. The first W210 Mercedes came out at the end of 1995, so German engineers started making these amazing machines after W124. So this car, the AMG model actually came out at the end of 1998. They used to make these AMG E55s from 1998 until 2002, when they got switched from this chassis to W211. But during those years, during those 4 years of production of this car, they made about 10,073 of these E55 AMGs in W210 chassis. This particular car is so amazing. It's super nice and awesome, and the owner is actually taking care of it. I mean, he loves it so much, obviously, and he's also having fun with this car. So W210 Mercedes is an E-Class, and like I said, it first came out at the end of 1995. So they used to make a lot of them. They used to make, E320, E300 diesels, and E420, E430. They used to put a lot of engines into these cars, into these chassis, especially if you were living somewhere outside of the United States, like in Europe or Africa. They used to put a lot of different engines and transmissions into these cars. I remember seeing E240 in Germany with a stick shift, which was pretty cool. But anyways, so yeah, they made them technically from 1996 until 2002. So they made them for 6 years, but these particular AMG models were made only for 4 years, 3.5, I would say. So 1999 was a year when they had a pre-facelift model, and 2000, 2001, and 2002 was the year when they had the facelift models like this one. All right, guys, so this car is not perfect. The owner actually picked it up a while ago, and he's currently taking care of this car. He's loving it. It's one of his dream cars, and he loves AMG models of Mercedes, and he's really taking care of it, but as you can see, the car is not 100% perfect. We're located on, Las Vegas right now, so as you can see, I mean, some of this stuff, it's actually pretty hot here most of the time, and, if you don't keep your car in the garage, or if you don't keep it covered, you will start noticing problems like, with the clear coat. This car is starting to have problems with the clear coat, and, the owner is aware of that and everything, and, the owner is slowly but surely, he's restoring this car. It still needs some things here and there, the door handle and a couple of trims in here and there, but it's an amazing machine, guys. I mean, I don't even know what to tell you. I mean, I love W210 Mercedes, and for those of you who say that, hey, these cars are rust buckets, I mean, you're kind of wrong, just because, first of all, you have to think about, it's actually not the car's fault, it's the owner's fault, how these cars perform, how these cars look, and how they survive. All right, so if you're somewhere in the area where there's a lot of snow and salt, first of all, you have to know that all the cars rust out. If you're gonna drive the car through the winter, salty roads and everything, whatever you have, Toyota, Nissan, Mercedes, BMW, they're all gonna rust out sooner or later, just because you're not paying attention to rust. This is number one important thing, is corrosion. Always pay attention to some small stuff. Rust starts out with a small tiny spot, so make sure that you look at all that and make sure that everything gets its proper inspection. If you see some rust, make sure that you clean it off and everything, and then treat it. It's really important. It's kind of like working on airplanes. You have to make sure that you check all the panels, make sure they're not rusty. If there's rust, you have to take care of it and all that stuff. All right, so yeah. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is the front end of this car. If you ever guys want to see the differences between the regular W210 versus the E55 AMG, so that's first of all, you're gonna see usually these models will have washers right here for the headlights, and some of the E430s also had the washers, so it also depended on the option, but E55s usually always had these headlight washers. And also, as you can see, different bumpers. E55s have these amazing beautiful bumpers with these round fog lights, so I really love the look and design of all that. And also just the way this car looks, and also that really nice mono wiper that it has. Obviously all the W210s have that, but that mono wiper is actually really amazing. I'm a huge fan of mono wipers if you guys didn't know. But and just because this is a facelift model, we also have, like just in regular W210s, we have turn signals on the mirrors, and also E55 AMGs, they had different side skirts. They were a lot fatter and looked really awesome, which I'm a huge fan of. E55s also had different bumpers in the back and the front. Like I said, the rear bumper is different, and also what I really wanted to point out is that these cars came lowered from the factory. Okay, so this is the E55, so it came lowered from the factory. I can barely put one of my middle fingers in there. All right, don't worry, I'm not flicking off the car. I love this car. But these wheels are super awesome. They're AMG wheels. They're staggered actually from the factory. The fronts are 245 40 18, I believe, and the rears are 275 35 18s, which is, they're pretty big tires and the wheels in general, but that's what makes this car unique, and that's what makes this car look amazing. Alright guys, so in the back we have this beautiful bumper right here that's totally different from the regular base model. It looks really nice and beautiful, and really like AMG style. As you also can see the we have original AMG exhaust tips, which is really beautiful, makes this car a totally different car. Because as on the regular W210s, we don't have that. We just, we don't really see, a muffler from a regular W210. It would be really hidden up in there. And also we have different badges, E55 and AMG. That's how you know that this car is different, and it's not just a regular W210, unless some kid has a regular W210, he decides to put E55 AMG on that, it will look really funny. I mean, some people do that actually. But anyways, it looks really amazing, and I really love these amazing taillights. They look really nice and beautiful, and that's, as you can see, they're different than from a regular W210. They have these strips right here that are smoked, and makes this car look more aggressive, so I really love that. And I don't know if you can see, but in the back behind this windshield we have an electric retractable sunshade, which is really nice, and I really love that. It's another AMG thing. Yeah, so I love everything about this car, guys. It's super amazing. I love the wheels, I love the side skirts, I love the bumpers, I love everything on it. I love the exhaust, and what's really awesome is this also includes regular W210s, is this amazing mono wiper. I really love this thing so much, and obviously this car has a sunroof and everything, but this car being 20 years old is so amazing because all the options that it has, which has a lot of options, everything pretty much works up until this date, because German engineers knew how to make these things reliable back then. That's why you see a lot of base W210 models like E320 or E430 that make it to 400,000 miles. I'm not kidding that. My friend has a W210 4MATIC, which almost has 400,000 miles on it. So it's pretty amazing. These cars are super reliable, super amazing. They just go and go. And this car also has a lot of miles. But no, even though it has a lot of miles, this thing really performs amazing, drives amazing. You drive this car on the street, everybody watches you, everybody gives you looks and thumbs up. Everybody is smiling because, I mean, they love the way this car looks, and it's just a unique car that you don't see every day. Amazing E55 AMG. I'm drooling, to be honest with you guys. I really want this car now, and yeah, it's just an amazing machine. Alright guys, let's go ahead and finally open the hood of this amazing machine so I can show you what's under the hood. Ta-da! The feature that you're about to see applies only to Mercedes-Benz. Ta-da! Ooh, it's hot. It's really hot here in wet Vegas. But anyways, guys, this is an amazing engine that we have right here in front of me. This is a V8 M113 engine, a 5.4 liter, amazing V8 AMG engine that the Mercedes used in these amazing E55 cars. What's really amazing about this car is, and really interesting, maybe some of you don't know, but this engine has 2 spark plugs per cylinder. So it means that when you're trying to change the spark plugs, you're not going to be changing 8, you're going to be changing 16 spark plugs. But other than that, this engine is super amazing, super reliable. All right, you know, obviously maintenance is number one, you know, oil changes and all that stuff. But other than that, these cars are amazing. You know, as long as you don't overheat the engine, you know, they're going to be, you know, just driving forever, you know. And what's really amazing is that you know, this engine is super big, but there's still so much space under the hood. You know, you can like change the light bulbs if you need to and everything. It's not that hard at all. And what's really cool is that the oil filter is right here actually, so it's super easy to do your oil change and everything. I mean, it's awesome. And this engine produces about 354 horsepower, which is a lot. And back then, you know, when the Corvette C5 was coming out and BMW E39 M5 were coming out, they were both kind of like, I would say either enemies or friends, who knows, but you know, they were kind of like, you know, challenging each other back then. You know, they were really similar as far as like the speed and everything. But other than that, I mean, this is the engine compartment, as you can see. Everything is all original, nothing has been molested or messed with, so really awesome. All right, guys, well, we're inside the car pretty much, and you know, as you can see, because of the Las Vegas weather and just literally crazy weather, you know, we do have these seat covers, you know, but you know, the seats underneath of the seat covers, they're not looking the best. You know, they have tears here and there, but you know, this will all get fixed and reupholstered and everything. But you know, other than that, you know, the interior is actually, you know, kind of like black, and it has this gray or like whitish texture right here as well. You know, they used to make different ones. You know, they used to have like black and red and some other options, you know, but they were totally different seats than just a regular W210. So what's really awesome about this car is that this is obviously E55, so it has all the possible options that you could get in a W210 Mercedes. So first of all, it has heated seats, left and right. It has, you know, washers for the headlights, you know, and then also like right here, this button, what it does is that it, you know, lowers the rear headrest, you know, obviously your hazard switch and all that stuff, and then your, you know, central locking door system. And then this button, you know, some of the base W210s have that. You know, this is for in case, you know, you can set the alarm in case somebody starts, you know, tries to tow your car. And obviously this is the heated seats right over here. Okay, so it's really awesome. It has factory navigation right here. It looks totally different than a regular W210. You know, automatic climate control. So it's a climate control for, you know, this side and that side. So, you know, if you're driving with your wife and, you know, she wants it to be a little hotter, you know, she can adjust it right here, you know, for her side. You know, and obviously, you know, different steering wheel right here. You know, the steering wheel is all AMG, you know, and then we also have a nice AMG cluster. It's super awesome. I mean, headlight switch and, you know, different. Also, what's really nice is that it has, you know, different pedals, you know, pedal pads. You know, they're actually like AMG pedal pads. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so we have this beautiful, amazing AMG steering wheel. You know, it's totally different than a regular W210 steering wheel. We have a cluster and, you know, all these buttons. I mean, it's just so much stuff, guys. But at the end of the day, it's an amazing, legendary car. And no matter what shape it's in, it's awesome. I love this thing so much. And over here we have a beautiful gear selector. It's all factory. We have, you know, 4 electric windows, you know, and they're all on center console. Right here we have ESP off button right there, and we have the trunk release. All right here that you lift up and release the trunk. One more thing I forgot to mention, guys, is this car has lumbar seats. You can adjust your lumbar as well. which is really cool. And also, obviously, your mirrors right here and there. And what's really cool about E55 AMG is they have this additional button right here. That's for the rear sunshade, to move it, you know, up, you know, or down, which is really cool. All right. And also we have, you know, the ashtray right here, obviously, and another compartment right here. So there's a lot of stuff, guys. I mean, you know, but I wouldn't say it's a lot of stuff comparing to brand new cars, but it's more than enough stuff for you today to just enjoy yourself, drive around, love this car, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, one more thing I forgot to talk about is the automatic transmission that this car has. It has a 722.6 automatic transmission, 5-speed. It's actually a pretty reliable transmission. I mean, I'm a huge fan of these transmissions because as soon as they came out with that 722.6, I mean, the world has changed just because you have an overdrive. I mean, it's a lot more comfortable to drive on the highway or Autobahn, anywhere you are in the world that you're watching. But anyways, so as far as the transmission, I mean, they're super reliable. The only thing you have to watch out for is sometimes the conductor plate that sits on top of the valve body goes out, so sometimes you have to change that because it's not going to upshift. It's going to have those issues. But you know, once you do that, replace that part. It's pretty simple. They're amazing, reliable transmissions. You know, super comfortable. Also, you know, watch out for leaks. Obviously, you know, you have to make sure there's also a conductor plug on the side of the transmission that sometimes leaks, so we have to watch out. But you know, they're super smooth, reliable transmissions. You know, literally just you drive and you just like literally you have so much fun driving this car because how smooth it is. And you know, it's a Mercedes, so it's comfortable. And you know, if you want to make it fast, you can also go fast with this car. The trunk of this car is not too big, but I'll show it to you. The reason why it's not too big is because there's stuff that's in the trunk. I'm not talking about all these items, but I'm talking about the gas tank. The gas tank is actually in the trunk of a lot of Mercedes. So if you compare this trunk to a BMW 7 Series, it's going to be like day and night, you know. But it's still super spacious. There's still a lot of stuff that you can put in this trunk. It's pretty awesome. I mean, there's nothing I could tell you that's bad on this thing. And also it's really cool, it has a factory full-size spare and jack also, which is awesome. As far as the suspension, guys, this car has a regular suspension in the front, so regular springs and shocks, and also the rear has regular springs and shocks. There's nothing too crazy. There's no aromatic systems. Everything is actually simple on this car. You know, that's why these cars are so reliable. Alright guys, so finally we looked at this amazing car, and now amazing owner Roy is letting me drive it, so it's pretty awesome. It's an honor. It's actually my first time driving an AMG W210 E55, so I mean, honestly saying, it's super comfortable, it's running, it's super smooth. That V8 does its own thing, but I really like this thing. And yeah, we're just gonna take it on a quick test drive, you know. And yeah, it's just gonna remember how I used to have this E320 W210. You know, it's super smooth. You know, I really don't want to abuse this car, but this thing is super sweet and comfortable and everything, you know. Wow, this is insane. I gave it a little bit of gas and it just like goes crazy. Like, it's insane. What an amazing car. But other than that, to be honest with you, what's really cool about this car is that yeah, like I said, they produced like about 10,000 of these cars, and they made like these cars can go about like 4.7 seconds from 0 to 60, which is insane. Obviously I'm not gonna try on this car. Actually, I'm not a fan of abusing cars, but like, it's pretty fast, you know. And for those of you who are in Europe, it's from 0 to 100 from the factory specs, it's about it was about 5.7 seconds. So it's pretty, like, it's some pretty amazing results, to be honest with you, you know. But like I said, I mean, I really love this car. It's super smooth, like it's comfortable, and sometimes if you want, like, you can literally, like, you can just like, either if you want a sports, like, it doesn't have a sport mode or anything, but like I said, if you give it a little more gas, it's gonna go. Like, it's a real E55. Like, it's a super fun, comfortable car. Like, they don't make them like they used to. Like, I mean, I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. Like, literally, I just give it just a little bit and this car just goes. Like, well, what an amazing machine. You know, they used to make amazing cars back then. But yeah, I just wanted to share some emotions with you guys because it's a super fun day. It's actually my first time driving one of these cars, and it's super fun, comfortable. So yeah, another cool thing about this car is that, you know, obviously it has navigation. It probably doesn't work, but it's still factory. Like, everything is pretty much stock about this car. That's what I really love. And, you know, the owner slowly but surely will be, you know, getting this car back in shape. You know, even in a shape like this car is still super fun and awesome, and it's a real head turner, you know. So yeah, it's hard to find these cars because they're just such unicorns, you know. And as you can see, all these, this is really beautiful. And yeah, we have Mercedes Benz right there, guys. You see, like, everything. You know, this monitor, I remember this monitor from a W163. That's all I remember this monitor from. I don't remember it from anything else. But other than that, super fun car. I mean, yeah, there's nothing really to show. I mean, just give it gas and this thing literally goes. The traction control comes on. Like, it's crazy. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. We took it to about 50 miles an hour. It's good enough right now. Yeah, but super amazing fun car, guys. If you ever get a chance, guys, drive in one of these cars. Let's try it again. I'll give it a little bit of gas.
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Damn, this is crazy. Ooh, I can't believe it. That's it, no more. Oh, I can't believe it. This thing is a beast. Oh man, I cannot believe it, man. This is insane. Oh, I need a break, guys. This is crazy. This is, I have no words. This machine is, this is something, you know. This is not just your regular W210 E300 diesel or E320. This is a real legendary machine. Alright guys, well, if you enjoyed this video series, thank you so much for watching, and please make sure you subscribe, like this video, comment down below what do you think about this amazing car, and please make sure you share this video with your amazing friends and amazing family that you guys have. Thank you so much for everything once again. I will see you in the next one. You know, we'll try to make some more cool videos like this, but I appreciate you stopping by. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to save your classic cars, and I'll talk to you again. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to say a big thank you to Roy for giving me this amazing car, and just to so I can feel how this thing goes, and that this is a beast actually, you know. Super comfortable, amazing machine. So really thank you so much for the owner. The owner has a lot of plans for it, you know. He's going to be slowly restoring it, and he also has a lot of other cars that he's working on, so it's pretty awesome. Please give this video a like and write some nice comments for him because it's his baby. So really thank you so much for everything, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.